Dragon Ball Daima is the newest upcoming Dragon Ball anime that will be airing this fall. While a lot of fans were mixed about this upcoming project, it seems as if now it's going to be very powerful considering that it was Toriyama's last work in progress. Today, we're going to be talking about the future for Dragon Ball Daima and the latest updates that were just dropped for it. What's going on, folks? Hopefully you guys are all doing well, and I really mean that. I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day so far. I know things have been very hard for us Dragon Ball fans lately, considering the recent incidents that have just happened with the creator, the face of Dragon Ball, recently passing away. However, thankfully, it seems as if this series that he is going to be releasing to us is his final gift, or from what it seems like, we don't know if he has any more works in the stash, but it seems as if it is his final gift to us Dragon Ball fans. An exciting series that he has heavily worked on the most, more than anything. So we're gonna see, and we're gonna continue to talk about this as the channel goes on. But it turns out that Dragon Ball Daima will premiere on Fuji TV this fall, and it's not a web anime anymore. So if you guys don't know what that means, basically a web anime is basically an anime that is like exclusively releasing on Crunchyroll or on the webs, basically. But it turns out that that will not be the case no longer for Dragon Ball Daima. Dragon Ball Daima will be having premieres and weekly episodes, from what it sounds like, on Fuji TV, just like Dragon Ball Super was. Now, that obviously doesn't mean anything for us people here in the States. We're still going to be able to watch it through things like Crunchyroll and on the webs and stuff like that. However, what this does mean is that Dragon Ball Daima will get a lot more publicity, and a lot of older people within Japan, on I think it's Sunday mornings, they'll be able to give their attention to Dragon Ball Daima a lot more. A lot of older people that, you know, still do cable TV and stuff like that in Japan. Recently, when this was announced, Akira and the voice actor for Goku was making this announcement. Shout out to Herms on Twitter. I'll leave a link to him down in the description below, as well as DB Hype down in the description below. So we could just start from right here. It says, Nozawa said she's happy to play Goku again, and that Dragon Ball is appealing because you're always excited to see what will happen next. I'm so happy. I'm afraid I might accidentally spoil something, so I'll say as little as possible. Akira goes to say, and this is Akira, if you guys don't know, this is the executive producer of the Dragon Ball content that releases, that's including the games, right, the animes, etc, etc. He says, now that for Daima, Toriyama made the whole story and was involved with character design like never before. He also has a hand in designing for machinery. By machinery, it's talking about mechas, so it seems as if there will be like robots or something like that within the series when it's talking about machinery. But it seemed that, and this is something very, very important, because Toriyama isn't as involved as he has been in recent years compared to like back in the day, when he's probably like sitting on a desk writing out the entire Dragon Ball storyline, you know what I mean, with a paper and a pencil on his desk. But Toriyama, with this story, the Dragon Ball Daima storyline, has been the most he has ever been involved with anything Dragon Ball related in the longest time. In terms of how involved Toriyama has been, it's literally been him sending over transcripts for the Dragon Ball Super anime, and in terms of the Dragon Ball Super manga, Toyotaro is mainly more involved with that than Toriyama is. Toriyama is really just checking off and looking over the things that he's doing with the story. So they will obviously, now that Toriyama has sadly passed away, I'm not too sure if things will get delayed. Yes, Dragon Ball Daima is still coming. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is still coming. Dragon Ball games and all this other stuff will be still coming. I'm not sure if Super is still coming. I cannot give you a full answer on that. I believe it is. I just don't know entirely how long Super will be continuing, considering this tragic loss of Akira Toriyama. So it's sort of hard to say for me, to be honest. I don't want to give you a decisive answer on that just yet. But in terms of Daima and Sparking Zero and the things that have been announced so far for the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball, yes, these things will still be releasing. Will they be delayed? I'm not entirely sure. I cannot give you an answer on that. They might. I have no idea. We're just gonna have to see. If there's anything announced for it, I'll keep you guys here updated on it on the channel. But scrolling down more, it says Yoku says Toriyama took time to produce a story with plenty of both action and adventure. So this is mainly gonna go back to the original modern Toriyama of Goku being a kid and going on an adventure, right? The adventure of looking for the Dragon Balls and going against all these enemies. This is more or less going to revive that same feeling or that nostalgia. It says he seems it as their mission to properly create Toriyama's world, and that they took a lot of time getting Daima ready to make it as good as possible. Nozawa heartedly agreed. So Toriyama has literally, he was very excited about this project. It's very, very sad that he's passed away before he was able to see a single episode of this air. It breaks my heart to see that, but it's safe to say that Daima will be hitting differently, knowing how excited Toriyama was for this. And a lot of the haters for the Dragon Ball, not Toriyama, but for the Dragon Ball Daima series is going to look at this with a lot more heart than they were previously because of what this means now. Toriyama was massively involved compared to the way he has been with any Dragon Ball projects previously to this one, and it's going to be very, very powerful. And no matter what this is, I think this will receive a lot of dignity and respect for what it actually is. But that's it for now. Ring my notification bell if you guys want to be updated with anything Dragon Ball related. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day.
Hey, it's me, Goku! If you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to hit a like and subscribe button so you can be updated for all the new content PBL Gaming makes. See ya!